modern day dinosaurs. Now that I have your attention, we are not going to be talking about that guy. That's the Maleke Membe that is found in the Congo in Africa. We're actually going to be talking about a much cooler, littler guy from the United States, the river dinosaur. People do call them different names, river lizard. I've heard multiple different variations of both of those things I just said. However, why are they called the river dinos or the river lizards? It's because, believe it or not, they're primarily found around sources of water. I know, crazy. These guys resemble raptors, which, if you're a big Jurassic Park fan, this is going to scratch that itch for you. Now, the one here, this of course is a fake image, but the one down here is a lot bigger than what they are typically reported as. Typical reports put these guys as a featherless bipedal dinosaur that's only around 3 to 4 feet tall, but around 5 feet from nose to tail tip. However, with this first reporting, I have nothing to go off of, just that it was found in Arizona. There's no date, there's no names, there's nothing, aside that there was a couple that found a corpse of what they believed to be a lizard at first, and then a toy when they got closer because it looked like nothing they'd ever seen before. Now, call me weird, but if I was out in the middle of Arizona and I found something like that, I would 110% be taking that back to my car with me and then taking it to a museum. Regardless of how big it is, it's coming home with me. In 1996, a woman in Mesa Verde, she quickly took her findings and ran to a reptile expert named Jeff Thulin at the Reptile Reserve in Colorado. Now, although he concluded that it didn't sound like any modern day reptile, and if it wasn't escaped like monitor lizard or something like that, it would not survive any of the winters. However, this was not the first time he had heard a description like she gave him. And the final report I'll bring up is actually in 2001. There are more reports after this. This is just the most concrete one that I've been able to find. And these people actually went to the news about this. And believe it or not, this was the most groundbreaking and biggest thing to happen in our nation in 2001. They described it almost bird-like, but looking a lot like a lizard. So unlike our modern day depictions of what a dinosaur should look like, or at least a raptor should look like, it had no feathers on it. It was scaled completely, about 5 feet long from nose tip to tail tip, and stood about 4 feet tall. So not a little guy, that's for sure. So what do you guys think? Have you guys ever seen a dinosaur when you're walking through your backyard or maybe one of your national parks inside the United States? Do you think that this is mainly a case of mistaken identity, as I think? Sorry to throw my own bias in there, but there's a lot of things that this could definitely be that's not a 65 million year old animal that suddenly just decided to show itself. But maybe I'm wrong. Hey, tell me down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.